I think it is. We're gonna drop it. YoCan, don't get upset with me. We're experimenting. Yo, welcome back to Urban Street 420. I'm your host, Fordee. Today we're going to review my water bottle. Just kidding. This is the YoCan Black Go portable e-rig, right? Although it looks like a water bottle. Although, this is not just for looks. It's got a lot of function. Let's go to the other camera and start exploring this vaporizer. Number one, right here, this lanyard that's wrapped around the sides, it's not just for your wrist. It's not just a lanyard. This is a USB-C charging cable. If I pull this little protector off right here, it exposes the two sides. One could go into the e-rig, other could go into a power bank or something like that. And yeah, it does have this cap to make sure that the cable stays like no water on it or dirt or debris or something like that. Now you don't have to use this silicone sleeve that's attached. We can pull it down like so, exposing the e-rig, and this is just for safety. Also, this makes it look much more incognito. And I have to say, there's a couple selling points of this device that definitely will make you want to consider it, right? Number one, it is incognito as shit, right? If I'm carrying this outside, and I'm hitting it, the only reason that you would know that this is not a water bottle is I'm going to expel vapor. But if I didn't expel any vapor, this is so incognito people won't even give it a second look. In fact, you could just be walking around like this and no one's going to think twice. Now, if you pull it out of the silicone sleeve, it's not as incognito because what water bottle exactly looks like this, but it's still pretty incognito, right? Besides incognito, why would you want to get this device? Probably the Atomizer, right? Which is interesting because I think it's got some great strengths, but it does have one weakness, and that is its size, right? Before I show you the Atomizer, let me show you the rest of the device, and yeah. So down here in the water tank or water receptacle, somewhere right here, there is a graphic of some wavy lines, presumably waves or a river, and then there's a fisherman sitting on top, and I fill it to the top of the lines of the water, right? Shown right here. That's gonna allow you to take big hits. This massive percolator inside, let's go to this other camera, and if you look right here, look at that wide mouth perk coming down into the water. It does such a great job, I have to say, really well designed, right? It's super easy to come off. All you have to do is twist this, right? And it doesn't actually lock into place. Let's go to this other camera. You see, this is just fit via the O-ring or a tight seal, right? There's no groove or grinding into place or anything. So really slowly slide it off and on, etc., right? On the top, there's a removable mouthpiece. Let's go ahead and take this out. We don't even have to go to the other camera. Just pull it out like this, right? If you want, it does come with a metal mouthpiece that all you have to do to install it is just slide it in slowly, etc. Now, why would you want to use the metal instead of the glass? Let's say you are taking this on the go and you're worried about breaking the mouthpiece or something like that. I think then you'd want to use the metal mouthpiece. Otherwise, the glass mouthpiece offers better flavor in my opinion, so I wouldn't use the metal one unless I was worried about breaking this. Now, would I ever be worried about breaking the mouthpiece? I don't think so, because the reality is the bottom part is glass too. So if I'm gonna potentially break something, that means I might break the bottom part. So I don't think I will use this personally. Up on the top, let's go to the other camera. You're gonna notice that right here, there is a dab tool, right? And it is installed right next to the mouthpiece. So that's kind of cool that it's included, so you don't have to fumble for something. Also, USB-C cable included, also dab tool, etc. So it just makes it easier. So when you're looking for stuff and maybe you lose it, I don't know. So I think that's cool that they included it. Let's go back to the other camera. If we take off the carb cap right here, you're gonna notice it's connected to this sleeve. And if I pull the sleeve up, right, this sleeve, what it is for airflow. And if you look at the sides right here, we're gonna talk about it in a second, but let me put it off to the side and let's take out the Cloud 2 Atomizer, right? The Cloud 2 Atomizer is 10 millimeters in width, 6.5 millimeters in depth, and it is easily removable. It's a sealed 3D atomizer, meaning it's heating from the bottom as well as the sides. Because it's sealed, there's no potential for the rosin or the concentrate to get into the electronical components, etc. Now, obviously, if you use it a lot and rosin or concentrate builds up, you may want to take this out, take a Q-tip, etc., and wipe the contacts. This is a 510 thread. And my first thought was I grabbed a cart and I put it in because I was wondering, like, would it work? And let me explain. The only reason a cart won't work inside this device is because when That was one of the terp pearls. Luckily, I saw where it went. I'm not even wearing my glasses, right? There are 2 terp pearls in here. Maybe I lost both. All right, that's cool. It comes with more terp pearls. I think I just lost one, but I'm going to put that off to the side for a second. One of the reasons it won't work by adding a 510 cart is the way this heats up. The atomizer heats up, the vapor starts to go up, and then with this sleeve around it, the carb cap stops the vapor from escaping, and then what it does is the vapor goes down the sides of the atomizer. And if you look inside here, you're going to see a small hole. That's where the vapor is going to go to. So if I put on a 510 cart, for example, one of the problems is, yes, you could fit the sleeve on, but you can't cover the cart. So as it heats up and you draw air, which presumably if you could cover the whole thing, I mean, probably you could get it to work, right? If you build something so that it creates a seal here, and this is inside here, maybe it'll work. I mean, it's not designed to do that, but I was just curious, right? Because sometimes you want to hack your device to figure out this and that, etc. Let's go ahead and put this back on, and there should be, I can't see where the other terp pearl went, but there were 2 in here. It comes with more than 2, right? I'm going to find the bag. It's right here. It comes with a bunch of them. Let's go to the other bag. Other camera, right? Anyways, so we're going to grab one more out of this. We have one right here. We're going to put this inside, and we're going to take one more terp pearl out. So it's nice that it includes the terp pearls. Especially it's nice that it includes more than you need, because the reality is you're not going to want to put more than 2 in here anyway. And obviously, if you are making a video or being an idiot or just high, then it's possible that you lose some of these, right? I mean, we all know we all lose them. It is what it is, right? There's probably, I could have an Easter egg hunt in my house for terp pearls, right? Anyways, so we've got that on. We're going to put the silicone sleeve back on. Let's go to the other camera. And again, the purpose of this is that as it heats up, the vapor is going to come up, then it's going to go down the sides of this little silicone sleeve and then into the all-glass air path of the device, making some seriously flavorful hits. This atomizer, not just because it's an all-glass air path, but this atomizer performs really, really well. It's also super easy to clean. In fact, I think that if you got this device, that would be the thing that really stands out to you, is the performance of the atomizer. I wish the atomizer was a little bit bigger, but besides that, the atomizer is really impressive, right? All right, so here it is. It's got single button operation on this side. If we want to turn it on, we press it 5 times. It's got something called Smoke OS. Is that what it's called? It's called Smoke OS. It says right here on the box, right? So that's their proprietary operating system for this device. One of the things that you're going to notice is if we press the button once, let me grab my glasses so it's easier for me to see. And on the left, it shows you the current temperature. On the right, it shows you your current session time. And on the top, it says hits left, right? You're going to see, based on the current settings that I have, like, what is the temperature setting set to? If we press up, for example, it shows us it's set to 525 degrees Fahrenheit. If we press down, same thing. So up and down is going to show us what the current or what our temperature is set to. And if we want to change that, all we have to do, right, press down or up. And now once we access this, we can press down or up and change that temperature, right? Again, I have it set to 525. Let's leave it there. Next is our session time. You'll see it's set to 40 seconds. If we wanted to change this, we could press left or right. As soon as we press left or right, it says 40 seconds. We can press up and down and change that as well. Based on the temperature that you have it set to, or your desired temp, along with the session time, which mine is set to 40 seconds, and again, you could play with this. You could have it set to a lower amount of time. But the reality is, I'd rather it be hot or longer so I could really clear it out before I go in there and clean, etc. So it's going to show you how many hits are remaining based on your battery levels. So right now it says I have 37 hits remaining. I don't know if you can see that. Let me press up. Wait a second. It's going to refix the display on the top. It says hits remaining 37. So that's pretty cool. That's included. Let me talk about some of the other things just because I have my glasses on right now. We talked about the cloud chamber, the display, the heat up time's really fast. It talks about being easy to be cleaned. It's USA designed, right? It's got quick control with this little joystick right here. However, even though it has precise temperature control, and one of the things that it talks about is its precise temperature control, there's not a whole lot of options in here, right? The reality is you could set your temperature, you could set your session time, it can show you how much hit or sessions you have left or dabs you have left, and of course you could change between Fahrenheit and Celsius, right? What else? This thing, it says is very efficient. It says 1 gram of concentrate can be set aside to 15 sessions, giving you 45 total draws, 45 total hits, right? Also, this thing has a 2,000 milliamp battery. And let me just tell you, if you took this out for a day at the beach or something like that, there's absolutely no way that you would go through the battery in a day, right? I mean, even if you're the craziest smoker ever, who has 30 dabs, in a day? I've never done that. I mean, I suppose it could be a challenge, but anyways, what's really interesting is if we take this sheet, the manual that's inside this box, it has a different layout right here. And on this, it talks about the atomizer being medical grade. It talks about the 360-degree heating. It talks about the flavor, the clouds. It also says that you can update this via USB-C like once a year. That's interesting. I've never updated a device, and I wonder what they could include in another year's time, or it's just cool that they left that option open. I'm not sure, right? It does come with some Q-tips, right, or cotton swabs. It comes with the USB-C charging cable. It comes with the Turp Pros, which if I'm looking here, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 in here. And we had 3 more, so it came with 12, right? It comes with a sticker, and then it comes with a little card that tells you how you can determine whether this is authentic or not, right? Now on the box, let me grab before it falls off the table, I think that if we take this out, all right, so that's definitely childproof. I don't remember having that much trouble with it. But what I wanted to see is there is a hologram on here. So if we come over here, I didn't check. This came directly from YoCan. But I suppose that if you buy this from some third party or something like that, there's a way for you to verify that this is actually a YoCan product. They must experience some kind of issues with that, right? So I'm going to go ahead and open this up just to show you. This is what the inside of the box looks like. And all the little accessories were here, but I've already taken them out to show you, right? I'm going to go ahead and put this back and close it up. Then let's load it up and let's go ahead and take a hit, huh? Now, because this is a premium device, we are going to use some of the premium hash rosin that I have right here. And yeah, normally I use the dark colored stuff and I just say, hey, it is what it is, right? Now, I did order some new e-knives, but I don't have one just yet, so we're just going to use a regular dab tool. And I'm going to use this one instead of the one that's connected to the device, only because I have a way to make the concentrate fall off this like it's an electronic knife, right? So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of concentrate right here. Let's go to the other camera, something like that, right? This stuff is quite nice. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this up. Now you have to be careful because you could easily burn yourself. I'm not going to heat up where the rosin is. I'm heating it up to the side of where the rosin is. Let's see if you can see this here. And this is hopefully going to make it so it drops in no problem, right? Now you need to be careful. I'm not torching the device or anything, and I'm not getting that close to it. But as this heats up, all of a sudden it should just slide off, right? See, it's getting there. There we go. Ugh, and I thought I was paying attention. Of course, I was kind of. All right, we're going to try to load a little bit more only because I wasn't paying that much attention, and I'm going to try to line this up. So as I heat this dab tool, and again, I'm not heating up where the rosin is, I'm just heating up the metal, which will hopefully make it so the metal gets hot enough, and this just drops in like it's about to, right? So now I'm watching where it is. There it is, and it just dropped right in. And it comes off very clean, right? Super easy, etc. That's my little hack to hopefully not waste any, but at the same time, because I don't currently have an e-knife, so that's what I'm doing, right? Anyways, so that was long-winded. Let's go ahead and put this carb cap on. Let me show you one other thing. Let's go to the other camera. Now, if you look at the carb cap right here, there's a little piece of glass in here, and if I push it, right, it could come out, right? Number one, you could take this out for cleaning, but it's something important to note because when you push this carb cap on, it feels like you're pushing that piece of glass like through, like into the atomizer. You're not, but it feels like that. So if I want to go ahead and make sure that this is set to the right temp, I'm going to press up. It says 525 degrees. Of course, right temp for me, right? Pick whatever temp you want based on the material that you're using and your vaping style, right? If you're not sure, start with lower temperatures for better flavor and higher temperatures for bigger clouds. I'm going to press the button twice. When I do that, you'll notice that this starts lighting up and it's pulsating. And on the front right here, let's go to the other camera, it's telling us to wait, right? I don't like to wait, but I'm going to listen. Right? But the idea is that it says it's to wait, and the time next to the wait is how long has the time has elapsed. Usually this takes about 20 or so seconds to come to temperature the first time you run through a session, right? Subsequent times faster. It just vibrated. The color went solid. It's ready to go. Cheers. Let's take a hit. Look at that hit, yo. And smooth. Smooth. I mean, super smooth. Let's take one more hit because I don't think it's totally done. It just turned off. I'm gonna double click to go back into the session just in case there was a little more left over, right? We did put quite a big dab only because we loaded it twice because the first, anyway. Delicious. Let's go ahead and grab some Q-tips. Let's clean this real quick just to show you how easy it is to clean. I'm going to turn it off by pressing the button here 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should say I'm turning off. I'm going to lift up the carb cap right here. And let's just go in there with a dry Q-tip or a dry cotton swab. You know, I'm so used to saying it's not that these aren't even Q-tips, right? I'm in Spade. I don't have that brand here. So, but I'm so used to the brand that I say that even when they are not that. I mean, cotton swab is the generic name, right? But anyways, let's see. Now, probably I have to use some isopropyl because I did get some concentrate on this on the silicone sleeve that goes on top. By the way, as I look down at my pants, I'm wearing these pants. My mom got them for me on the when I went to LA. These Rick and Morty Pickle Rick pants, and I thought, shout out to moms, yeah. Love you, mom. Anyway, so cup it here, wiping around, and to be honest, I really didn't have to go in there with isopropyl. I only went in there with isopropyl because of this sleeve, and probably I need to take it off and clean on the sides and stuff because I think some rosin touched the sides, but whatever. Look at this. Look how clean that thing is. I hope you can see, right? Is that good? Anyways, super easy to clean. The flavor is amazing on this atomizer, right? The device is super incognito, right? It definitely feels like a premium device. If you are going to be out and about doing dabs, I think this could be your go-to device, right? It's super portable. It makes sense when you're out. If I drop it, let's experiment, right? I haven't even done this. How is this 1 foot or 30 centimeters? I think it is. We're gonna drop it. YoCan, don't get upset with me. We're experimenting. Please don't break. It didn't break, yo. That was like a foot. Look at that with the glass on the bottom because of the silicone. What? I mean, that is really, there's 3 selling points for this. It is so portable, incognito. It's ready for the beach. It's ready for hikes. It's ready for treks. It's ready for bike rides. Oh my. The flavor of the device, forget about it, right? It's super tasty. Extremely efficient hits. You don't have to load it with too much. The battery life on this thing, I mean, the 2000 milliamp battery is going to last you beyond all day. So if you take this for a full adventure, you go for an 8-hour hike or whatever, it won't fail you. Anyways, and it's a cool device. If you want to pick one of these up, I'll have a 10% off code down in the description of the video. I just realized I'm super stoned. I should be outside right now, walking around with the shit on my hand, right? I need to readjust the lanyard to do this, I think. But anyways, I'll do it with a few fingers. You get my drift. I don't know if I'd be walking like this. People are like, what is wrong with you? I'm going to tell you a funny story. So when I was in LA one morning, I woke up and my niece woke up and everyone else was sleeping. So I told her, I said, you want to go to a cafe? Let's get us a coffee, like some snacks or breakfast or something. She's like, yeah. We grab her dog and we go for this walk. And as we're walking, right, my niece is 10 years old, right? I'm a big dude. I'm covered in tattoos. Like, I for sure am the defender in this situation, right? All of a sudden, in front of us, we see this crackhead who's talking to themselves, and they are walking around like fucking like this, like I don't even know if I'm doing it right or if that looks as crazy as it looked in person, right? So I grabbed my niece and I put her on the side of me. I said, listen, just stay next to me. If something happens, just don't worry. Move out of the way, right? That's it. Nothing happened. The lady did her creepy walk around us. She stared at us or whatever. I started to laugh because I couldn't believe, like, anyways. I think there was a point to this. Oh, I think I was saying, like, as I'm carrying this with the 4 fingers, my joke or my thought in my head was like doing this, like the crackhead that I saw on my knees. But anyways, so yeah. Guys, gals, everybody, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. You know the deal, baby. Till next time, I'm out.